Hello, my name is Stephen Wasserman, and today I'll be talking to you guys about the history and the notability of the American favorite, the hot dog. Now, many of you guys know how to make a hot dog, maybe you already heard about it, but a lot of you guys don't know the history of it. And that's a little bit what I'll be teaching you guys today, along as how to make my favorite kind of it and what it means to me. For all you guys out there, it is very important for you guys to know how to make a hot dog because it's very important in barbecues, or even just a simple family dinner they can whip up in a few minutes with very simple ingredients and it's easy to make. And also for all you other people out there, if you're wondering why I chose to make the hot dog, it's actually something that I find pretty important in the history of myself. Because when I was a kid, every time I had all my family around, we were all relaxing and chilling around, there always seemed to be like there was hot dogs for dinner or hot dogs around, along with some burgers and other different sides. But the hot dog was really what I always wanted to get. It was my point of interest. Now for the research of this hot dog, I researched a lot of different kinds of hot dogs. It's the New York hot dog, the Boston hot dog, and all this sort of stuff. So I'll be focusing more on the New York hot dog because I find it my personal favorite. And then also I'll be teaching you guys to look at a couple of the different toppings that you could add to your hot dog. Now for the history that a lot of people don't know is that actually, I'm sure all of you guys have heard of Nathan's hot dogs. It's all around the world. It's the most known hot dog brand across the entire states. But it actually wasn't the first hot dog invented. It was actually the Feltmans. It was created by a German immigrant named Charles L. Feltman. He came across into the United States in the mid-1850s. And then from there, he started working at Coney Island as a clam seller. But then a lot of the patrons there actually told him that they wanted something a little more warm, a little more easy to transport and tasty. So he thought, oh, the Frankfurter or the bratwurst. And he's like, how can I make that easier to transport? He's like, what if I served it in bread? So he went to the bank, he got a loan, and he had a little stand set up where pretty much he would cook his hot dogs and have a little bread warmer, similar to what you see today in New York City and all those places. And then pretty much he opened it up and then randomly it just blew up. The first summer, 4,000 hot dogs sold, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger until it's actually considered the largest hot dog restaurant, actually not a hot dog restaurant, largest restaurant in the entire world in the 1920s. And something a little interesting that they actually did is that they hired a man named Nathan Handwerker. And I'm sure you guys can all tell you where this is going. He was a roll slicer, and he worked there for a few years, and his friends kind of just encouraged him, hey, you can do this, make your own. And then pretty much from there, he got a loan from the bank, actually slept on the floor of Feltman's to save money, and over time, he overdid Feltman's, especially during the Great Depression and World War II, where Feltman's was having a really hard time staying open. Nathan's had a lot more capital, and they were able to ride it out into the good days. Where then, sadly, in 1952, Feltman's could no longer maintain business, even after making millions upon millions. That's why Nathan's is now the family household name of the American hot dogs. But thankfully for you guys, recently, I think back in 2016, Feltman's has reopened down in Coney Island or throughout a couple places. They actually created the world's largest hot dogs to get their name out there. So I think if you're ever around there, I think it might be cool to check out the history of the hot dog and check them out, you know? All right, now to create your hot dog, you're gonna need just a few ingredients right here. I got a Sabrett hot dog. It's my favorite kind. You can also get like more of a natural or organic one. It'll have more of a snap when you bite into it. I have a nice little hot dog roll here. It's a potato one of my favorites. Got some Heinz ketchup, some spiced brown mustard, and some lettuce that I'll be chopping up to add to it. I think it adds a nice little crunch. It's up to you guys what you want to add, but these are my favorites. Now from here, I'm gonna go heat up the grill and get it started. Just turn everything on high and just get it nice and heated. I'm gonna open up my gas. Get it open. Put these on high. If you use a charcoal grill, you can just get the charcoal's in there, light it up, get it nice and heated. And then you just hit the cross for ignition. All right, make sure it lights up. Close the lid. And now we're just gonna wait a few minutes for this thing to heat up and get ready. Okay, now that it's all heated up, it's been about 5-10 minutes. Doesn't really matter, just get it nice and hot. I'm gonna turn this thing down to about medium low. All right, got some smoke coming out here. Open it up, watch out for the smoke. Grab your hot dog right here. Over here is the hottest part of my grill, so that's when I'm just gotta put it in. Get it in there. All right, got your hot dog on the side for later. And then first gotta close it, wait about 3 to 5 minutes, turn it over, and I'll see you guys when it's already almost about done. Okay, now it's been a little while and probably some color on the one side. I'm gonna come in here. Yep, you can look at it right here. Roll, has a nice little color. Put back on the spot. You can use tongs, fork, whatever you want, spatula, anything that you can just easily flip it over, keeping yourself at a nice, safe distance. Close it up. Alright, so while you're waiting here, waiting for your hot dog to cook, you don't have to be too worried about it taking too long. It probably takes another 3 to 4 minutes. And even if it's a little undercooked, it's not that big of a deal because they're actually pre-cooked. So you just need to get it really warmed up again and get rid of any of those diseases that could have possibly picked up. Checking in on the hot dog. You look at it, it looks nice and blistery, juicy, everything that I kind of want. So from this point, I'm gonna take my hot dog bun, open it up, and I'm just gonna slap that bad boy on there, get them toasted up nice and crispy, so none of the ketchup or mustard gets it too soggy or anything. You want a nice little crisp bite. Close it up, give it about another minute. Okay, so I like my hot dog bun too toasted, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it out now. Do this little check. Yep, got nice and crispy like I like. My hot dog's over here looking about done, so it's gotta take it off as well. Put it right here. And then from here, you're gonna want to turn off your grill. Very important, don't want to start a fire or anything, waste too much gas. Make sure you turn off your gas, make sure you don't cause any fires, we wouldn't want that. All right, that's all off. You gotta make sure you clean your grill, you don't want anything getting dirty for the next time you're using it. Get a nice little scrape. Put it all over. Even if you didn't cook there, just clean it up as well, because you never know if the last person you used or forgot or whatnot. So gotta close it up, let it cool off. Now that we're done with the grill, we're gonna go back inside and do the toppings. The toppings, I pretty much always start off with the ketchup because that's my favorite. Give it a good shake so it doesn't get all liquidy. Open it up. Just gotta give it a nice little layer. All right, get the mustard out. I'm not a huge fan of mustard, so I usually just do a little bit. But for hot dogs, I feel like it needs a little kick. Make sure it comes out. Yep, just a little bit, that's all I really like. And now for the lettuce here, you can just grab a piece. About one, any lettuce to use. I'm not too picky. And from here, just gotta chop off the bottom part. Yep. I don't think you need too much lettuce on a hot dog. From here, just gotta grab yourself a nice little knife. And make sure you're being safe here. Keep yourself safe. Just get a rough chop. Yep. Nothing too serious, and like you're adding it. We don't have to be all-star chefs here. Just add a little bit on top. I think it adds a little bit more flavor. A little bit of crunch in there as well. And this right here is what I would consider myself a perfect hot dog. All right, now that we finished up our hot dog in about 10 minutes, you can make this for as many people or as little as people, just as quick. You just add as many ingredients as you want. But from right here, let's take a test and see how it is. Now that's delicious. Hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope you try it out yourself.